We're back playing NCAA 2008 football. And honestly, I didn't forget the last series I started where I revolutionized Pac-10 by adding a bunch of HBCU programs to that division. And then, as you guys probably realized, I kind of stopped doing it. Okay, now that is not a knock on anything. There's a reason why. I started thinking to myself, why not create something new and try a different way? I wanted more teams. Okay. So first and foremost, as you guys know, we got the entire MEAC roster from 2007. And I realized that I went Pac-12 or Pac-10. Yeah, there's the Big 12 that also exists, which means I can add 2 more teams to the list here. So I'm going to do that. I wanted to start over, and I'm also going to be doing something different. So rather than me playing each play, each down, each style in the game, instead I'm going to do something completely different. Oh, and real quick, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, we got to get the SWAC in there, and I want to see, you know, not Texas, Southern, Jackson State, as well as I'm probably going to get some hate for this from other HBCUs, but I really think that we should probably get an Alabama team. Or maybe we should go with Grambling. We do got Southern, and Southern Grambling tradition does exist. You know what? Grambling. We'll take Grambling. Nope. So let me go ahead and select the team. So yeah, the plan is to run this as it is, right? But I'm not going to play any of the downs. I'm not going to physically play or control any of the characters or the passes or the run plays. I think the only thing I'm going to be forced to do would be, of course, just making sure I kick the ball off and things like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take care of the game that way. A little bit different from what we were doing before, where we kind of controlled it and we won against a really big team that we shouldn't have won against. And I mean, personally, that's not a good thing because we beat a team that honestly should have beat us. Hold on. I got something in my eye and it's bothering me. All right. Now that I got that out of my eye. So what was I saying? You know what? Whatever. I put all HBCUs into the Big 12 conference because Pac-10 was fine. Yeah, sure. But I just didn't like the fact that I was the one controlling the player and I was the one able to, win against a team that we shouldn't have won against and this, that, and the third. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to redo all this in NCAA 08, a game made in 07. And I wanted to try something different. So that's what we're here to do. So we got 12 teams now in the Big 12 conference. Of course, you guys know, realistically speaking, that probably won't happen, but it is a way to start. So it's the start of hopefully a new dynasty. But before that, let me go down to coach options and let's change our playbooks because I believe that it was going to be like pass heavy. I think we're going to start out mostly on the run side. Yeah, we're going to start out mostly run and we're going to sub about 50-50. And then defensively, I don't want the 3-3-5. I think a multi-D would be fine, but we're going to cheat more towards the run over the pass because I think the run is going to be a little bit more heavy in our division, not any other division. Looking at the rosters, we're only allowed 44 total players. I think we'll be fine. Oh God, let's auto name all the rosters that don't have players. Please, for the love of goodness. QB number 5, come on. You should have a name by now. QB number 5 from Air Force. There we go. It looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I'm appreciative of that. Yes, please generate names for all unnamed players. Thank you. So let's see who else we have. Southern. Okay. They got a pretty decent quarterback. Their rating is a D. They got one extra player than we do. Oh, that's what kind of recruitment are they doing? Okay. Okay, North Carolina A&T, what you working with? Your best player, your quarterback is god awful. Oh my God. Okay. They got 41 players. I was going to complain about how we had 44 and we had 20 seniors. They got 41 and 11 seniors. That's pretty much their whole team about to go bye-bye. Okay. Jackson State got 45 players. Best player is not their quarterback. See, the conference is going to be interesting because not very many people are good. I mean, maybe Luke Thomas from Grambling is going to be good. Oh, I didn't realize I could actually edit these guys. He might be good. Maybe John Cunningham and okay, not Sean like Shaw. That guy's bad. They got a D-. Their cornerback is their best player. Grambling's best player is their quarterback. They got 49 players. They got more players than me. Florida A&M's got 44 players, 22 seniors. Okay. I'm beginning to see a little pattern here with the former MEAC schools. We have a lot of seniors. We're very senior heavy. A lot of kids did not graduate on time, I think. Okay, I'm joking. I'm pretty sure they did. It's just weird. They got 3 Impact players? Okay. Meanwhile, we do have 3. Oh, I'm not smart sometimes. Program standards, we don't got to worry about right now. Injury report, formation subs. We don't have to worry about any of this stuff yet, except for the depth chart. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and just hit the reset on the depth chart here. That way we can make sure that the depth chart is set in place, and we can kind of go from there. We've only got, what, 5? There's no way we have 5 wide receivers. We have 5 wides. I know we have more than 1 tight end on our roster. Oh, okay, there we go. And see, this is the issue with automatically readjusting your roster here. Your depth chart is it will automatically put people in places because of their overall, which doesn't help towards the longevity of your team, getting better, getting stronger, getting faster, all those fun things. So I'm gonna spend some time readjusting this, getting this back into a nice little shape here, and then we'll start looking at what we got to do for the rest of the season. So while I do this, hold please, I guess. Sorry, I'm a perfectionist. Okay, got to make sure we're perfect, as perfect as can be. All right, got my depth chart in order. Looking at our players, our quarterback that we have is going to be our best option in Joseph Wilson with a 70 awareness. Not very excited about the 70 awareness. His throw power and throw accuracy is pretty average at best for a senior, and I can't wait till we start recruiting. In terms of running backs, we got some good guys who can break tackles. Their carrying stats are serviceable at best. Fullback, I don't even want to talk about. Our wide receivers are low in terms of overall, but catching wise, they are again serviceable, but not the greatest, especially considering that some of them are seniors. Okay, we're just gonna have to do what we got to do with the team that we have. This is a D-rated team. Not sure it's gonna go well, personally. I was kind of curious about who all the All-Americans are, and I'm pretty disappointed. John Lucas out of Norfolk State is first team quarterback. As a matter of fact, if you want to go as far to find if we're anywhere on here, surprise, surprise, Brandon Carter is first team on the defensive side. We only have 1. Second team, we fared a little bit better with what, 4 players being selected, which is a corner, a defensive end, a guard, and our backup running back, Ben Parker. That's like a slap in the face. That's like a slap in the face to me. And no, we're not ranked. You guys should probably already know we're not ranked. As far as redshirting players, we're not doing that. We got 20 seniors this season, and there's no point in trying to retain anybody. We need to focus on what's going on for next season. So let's go ahead and move on to scheduling our games. So the first games in which we are going to play, we can change up to 4 or add up to 4 non-conference games. I don't want to play against anybody too tough first games out. Georgia would be great as a great tune-up, but Georgia and us, we are nowhere near there. We're just not good enough yet. I do believe that Georgia Southern could be a good competitive match. Georgia Southern isn't in any division that I'm aware of, so it wouldn't be like we're playing anybody too bad. Of course, since they don't have a record and they're not ranked and they don't play in an actual conference, losing to them would actually look really bad too. We got to work on that one. That, or we could just kind of scroll all the way down and find some other teams to play against. I'm pretty sure there's some other weak teams we could play against, right, guys? All right. Anyways, looking back at some of this here, looking at some of these teams that we can play against that are available, there's a lot of options to choose from. Give me a second to kind of think about it. All right, so I thought about it. Yeah, why don't we just go against Alabama A&M at Alabama A&M? Week 2, we could probably double down with another HBCU in Arkansas Pine Bluff on the road. And then instead of going against Troy, let's go against another, SWAC aligned school in Tennessee State. I think that would be kind of cool. We're going to have multiple games to kind of tune up, and then we're going to get into our main schedule. Sam Houston is on here. Going to go ahead and remove Sam Houston. And that'll give us a little bye week in week 5. Because, other than that, we were going to go from week 1 to week 8 without a break. I think it would be okay to kind of split that up and add a game back onto the schedule at week 9 after being at home at Howard or against Howard. So let's go maybe on the road, and we can probably play against you know what? I mentioned Georgia Southern earlier. It would be kind of weird for me not to put Georgia Southern on there, and we'll visit Georgia Southern. So we've got 1, 2, 3 away games, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 away games, and out of 13. That's not bad. It seems pretty stacked all together. Plus, we do have that break in there on week 5, which could totally help us out after we host Grambling at home. So that'll give our team a little bit of a break. Then we go from week 6 until week number 13. Well, it still feels a little long. You know what? It's fine. That way we can at least be healthy. If we get lucky to go into the, into bowl territory, we'll be able to get a week break before the bowl stuff and hopefully be there. And if not, that's fine. We'll just be able to retool for next season. Now we're going to try to recruit some targets that we're pretty sure will not want to come here off the first few games. But I'm going to do something that I wanted to do a while ago, which is look for people within a pipeline. So there's nobody out of Georgia looking to come here, nobody from North Carolina, and nobody from South Carolina in terms of quarterback. That is a small problem for me because I want to kind of work within the pipeline at QB. So it is a little disheartening to see that we need 2 quarterbacks and nobody is available where we are. So that's okay. We can look for maybe a halfback. Georgia ain't got no running backs coming out this year. Holy crap. Did football just stop? Keith Johnson will get targeted by us from South Carolina, ranked nationally number 22 at the position. Wow. That is a shocker that we can't find anybody else. And maybe we can double back to the halfback in a second. Let's take a look at wide receivers. Nobody out of South Carolina at wide out, but maybe Georgia. Georgia has 2. and they're both 4-star caliber players. We're not going to be able to recruit a 4-star. As much as I would love to say, yeah, man, we got it. We don't got it. We don't got 4-star talent here. And trying to go for a 4-star would just be utterly just dumb. I'm sorry. It'd be dumb for us. So we'll have to circle back around to the wide receivers, maybe even tight ends, because there was nobody from close by in the pipeline. Let's go for tackles. Anybody out of our pipeline in Georgia? There's a few. Number 13 and number 11. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to get anybody in the top 20 in terms of the position, but I will give it a shot. They are pipeline schools. I know our schedule's a little weak, but our team is a little weak. Maybe this will entice them to come to us. Maybe. So we targeted 2 tackles in our pipeline. Guards, not so much out of Georgia, and only 1 out of South Carolina. He's a pipeline from Spartanburg, but he's a 3-star. I don't know if we're going to get him. He's like number 11 overall. I'll have to take a look at that. Let me go ahead and finish up this recruitment stuff because I got a few more people to look at, and I'll catch back up with y'all shortly. All right, so I went through and we targeted our 15 people. That's all the scholarships we have available right now. So I have 15 total targets. Those targets are mostly all from the pipeline. So I am targeting the number 11 ranked tackle out of Atlanta. I don't think we'll get him personally. And honestly, I might actually, you know what? These guys are, I wanted to stay within the pipeline here, but some of these guys with national position rankings are going to be tougher to get. I'm okay with keeping Eddie Williams though. He's low enough, and Keith Johnson because he's also low enough. But as far as the right guard and right tackle, we're going to have to grab 2 more. But what I went for was guys who have better field awareness for their position, especially where they are in the national position rankings. I feel like that will come in handy down the line. So as you could probably tell, a lot of my guys are A+ or C+ and up. I think one guy is C+. Yeah, was C+ and up. So that was my goal. Let me go ahead and grab another tackle and guard here. So you'll see what I'm about to do. I'm about to go all the way down to the bottom of the list and get out of the position ranked guys, because the ranked guys are going to be tougher. I'm not even going to lie to myself. But then I could find somebody who could be like a weird diamond in the rough style player. And see, I like TC Butler because although he is ranked at number 24 overall in the national position, he could be a good solid player with that A- field awareness, which means he might know what he's doing on the field. He's also got a pretty good squat, a little low on the bench press side of things, but I feel like he would be better over Paul Morrow out of Virginia. And I think that would be kind of cool. Now, as far as guards go, let's go down the line and figure out who we can find from here and snap up. So again, yeah, this is what I was concerned about. A lot of these guys have a position rank and they're ranked in their position. That's how I wound up with Jason Wright, who is also there. But I do see there's a pretty good left guard out of Alabama, in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, that we could probably pick up, and he won't be too upset about coming to our school. We're rebuilding, so we've got to rebuild. So those are my 15. Let's go ahead and contact them all. Now, I'm not going to do any of the position drills because in my mind, the storyline is that I got hired after the MEAC dissolved. All the teams were left scrambling. The NCAA granted a bunch of teams into new areas, but for whatever reason, Pac-12's original teams decided to boycott the season because they didn't want other teams in their divisions. So they all boycotted, and all the teams that got cut out from their original conferences, which was MEAC and 3 SWAC teams, all decided to band together and came to the Pac-12, which is how you have all these schools, all these HBCUs in this area, because they were all misplaced. So with the Pac-12 now being dominant, I really don't want to put anything in on summer training. So imagine this: late in the going, after spring games are over, you know, MEAC announces that they're done. They don't have the money to kind of keep the league afloat, and they shut down, leaving a bunch of their member schools alone to try to, you know, find whatever they can so they can, you know, have a season for 2007. Okay. Which is how the rosters became so in such a bad state for a lot of these teams, is because they didn't have, you know, they didn't have enough money. So a lot of, you know, players were like, no, I don't want to be here. That's why what you see is what you get. In my mind, also, that means that coaches leave. You know, all the coaches have quit their jobs. New coaches have come in trying to look for a new job, you know, and that's how I got to South Carolina. But this happened after spring training, and summer training had begun and was wrapping up after my last interview. So we're going to go in with no summer training with these players. They're basically all sight unseen. I've seen their stats on the paper, but I don't know what they can do physically until the first game. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that was a compelling enough storyline. Hopefully. I've already gone down the line already for recruiting hours and assigned some hours to some guys. A lot of these guys don't have enough interest level right now, except outside of the right end and the two middle linebackers that I've decided to pick up, or at least try to, because they're 2-star caliber players. Honestly, I feel like most of our players on our team are 1-stars, but it's neither here nor there. Oh, did I mention I'm also playing this on Heisman level? Yeah. Wish me luck. So, without further ado, we finally got to the point where we can now play our first game as the Big 12 in the South Conference. Go figure. We're going to have Alabama A&M first. Week 2 will be us against Arkansas Pine Bluff, and then we'll finish off our non-conference slate with Tennessee State. Then we go against Grambling, and then we have a bye week. Then we go against Jackson State in Big 12. I think everything other than that is pretty solid. And then we'll, of course, finish off the full non-conference slate on week 9. I think we're pretty good so far. I think we've got a good team. That's what I feel like. So without further ado, oh, and all the quarters are 4 minutes long, because anything longer than that, we don't have an accelerated clock in this. So anything longer than that, and I'm afraid that we'd be like at 3 hours. I forgot, when you don't have a TV game, they kind of just skip right to you being on the field. So we chose heads. Looks like Alabama A&M has won the toss, and they will be electing to receive. We'll just go ahead and defend. The only thing I'll be allowed to do will be doing kickoffs, because I can't make that automatic, but the quarterback will be passing the ball automatically and things like that. I will have no other intervention other than just selecting plays. Ooh, Flanagan almost had him.
Kickoff returned 18 yards. Number 5 on the return. The Alabama A&M Bulldogs take over at the 39-yard line.
So the first play is going to look very weird. Why do they have no names? And we got an interception. First play of our career here. Real quick, let me adjust the cameras so that you guys can see a little bit more top down rather than so close up. I love the NCAA camera originally, but we got to move it down a little bit. Okay, we got it taken care of. We are now in a further view. We're not farther out. Hold up. Settings, camera view, classic zoom, sideline. There we go. Overhead. This time I made sure to do it. So the first play of our game will be a run play. And Parker got a good run in there. So this is really a tune-up. And we're all evenly matched, unfortunately. So what you see is what you get. Don't mind my user stats. Remember, I played before on a previous edition of Dynasty Mode. I should have started a new profile too while we were at it. That is a dumb pass by the quarterback. What can I expect?
Third and 6. Ball on the 49-yard.
So we'll go for a run here. The run worked well last time, and Parker is actually not that bad at running. So my first few ideas of what Parker can do out of the backfield is pretty strong. He definitely deserves that star, at least for now. I don't know if that means a lot, but also it's the first 2 carries of the game in the first quarter. So we're kind of working on borrowed time here. Had a little bit of pressure there, but finds Hall in the open, and we got ourselves our first touchdown. I'm not allowed to skip these little cutscenes either, because, you know, you can get penalized for over celebration. Oh God, Pontiac. I know I said this last time, but everybody remember when Pontiac was a car brand? I do. Too bad they no longer exist. So I'm only allowed to kick the ball, which also includes field goals and punts and kickoffs. So unfortunately, there is no way to make it to do this naturally because there's no real coach mode. But first plays, first drive, first touchdown for our team against Alabama A&M.
South Carolina State is lined up for the kickoff.
A pretty solid kickoff there from our kicker. I think we need a new one, honestly. A 40 overall at kicking is not great. He doesn't have a lot of power or accuracy for that matter. So they're going with 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs for Alabama A&M.
Will start the drive at the 35-yard line.
Also, it's Bulldog versus Bulldog. But we're the enemy Bulldogs in enemy territory.
Incomplete pass.
Linebacker could have intercepted that ball. That ball was like right at him.
2nd and 10. Number 5 on the run. Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd and 8. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Last drive, we got ourselves an interception. This drive, we might make them go 3 and out. No, we won't. I spoke too soon as a coach.
Number 82 on the reception. Gain of 10 on the play.
I cursed my own team by saying it. You guys already know. I cursed myself. I cursed it.
Number 5 with the carry. 11-yard gain.
And then their running back does that. Okay. Let me go ahead and shut up. Alabama A&M got some fight. Ooh, interception with Larkin. Come on, boy. Get that back. Give me a pick 6 here. It's a little too much showboating, but whatever. Hey, man, a pick 6 is good to celebrate. I mean, that's a little egregious, like within 15 yards, but I'll let it go. I'm learning the personality of my boys here. So once again, we're now ahead 14-0 over Alabama A&M University. My question is when are they going to wake up and start attacking us? 1 minute 33 left in the first quarter, and we're looking pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of our little program here. Okay, maybe not on the kick return, but I am liking what I'm seeing. 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 running backs. It's probably going to be a run play. So that is the second time they've given up an interception already. It was a fake toss.
Number 28, the intended receiver on the play.
Okay. I have not seen a fake toss for a pass. That actually was pretty good.
On the 40-yard line.
Makes me want to make a play like that for our playbook. Nice little run play with a misdirection for the enemy team. Not bad.
Number 5 on the run. Gain of 16 on the play.
It's a shame this game isn't televised. Even if, like, regionally. You know, it would be kind of cool. But we'll worry about those TV games in season 2.
On the 44-yard line.
Almost intercepted the ball again. Alabama A&M is actually marching down the field. They're in the red zone now. A few plays back to back on the run. They've got it. I say as my defense takes the ball again. It's another interception. That is our third INT as a team. At the end of one quarter, we're up 2 touchdowns over Alabama A&M. So I am thinking, let's go with another run right up the middle. See what that does for our running back.
Takeover at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
Oof. 10 yards. 11 yards, actually. I mean, we've been running the ball pretty well and pretty effectively. Let's do a play action counter because they're going to see run and we're going to hit them with one of these passes to one of these receivers. I'm hoping that the quarterback either aims for Hall or Stewart. He hit Hall.
First and 10.
Oh, Nick Hall's got 62 total yards already. Let's get another run in there. Come on, Parker. Find it.
Second and 5. Ball on the 26-yard line.
So Nick Hall or Stewart or even Andrews would be a good option here. Went to Nick Hall while under pressure. And that is Wilson's third straight completion on offense. I'm actually very happy right now. The team is not looking that bad. Again, we are playing against other teams that are pretty even to us. So this gives me a little bit of hope coming into the season as to who we're going to be playing against and what we should be seeing.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Oh, that was a very risky pass, and somehow Nick Hall got there. Okay. We got 6 yards to go until we get to the end zone. I think we'll just kind of run a few times here. No risk, or not really no risk. A lower risk play. Perfect idea. And leave it to our impact player to try to get in there. And we got a touchdown. You guys don't understand how hard it is for me not to grab the controller officially and actually direct my player, because I thought he wasn't going to find the gap for that touchdown, and I'm glad he did. All right, so we're not looking that bad. Got another, kickoff there. Alabama didn't do much with it. No big deal. I'm seeing a nice, unique pattern. We've got a run game, and we can pass the ball. I want to see a little bit more out of Alabama A&M and actually put a little bit more pressure on us. They got to the red zone and then threw an interception. I feel like they could be a little bit better than that.
Number 5 on the carry. 1 yard gain on the play. Timeout called by the offense.
Offense has called themselves a timeout, so I think we'll go ahead and give ourselves a timeout to coach up our offensive line here. They're not on the field, but it would be nice to see them.
2nd and 9. Ball on the 35-yard line.
There was a lot of pressure on that quarterback, and I'm surprised he didn't throw it right at somebody.
Receiver on the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 35.
All right. I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Go back onto McCowan here on the defensive line, but I'm not actually gonna. Oh no, he was wide open.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer on who? No way. You know what? I did ask for Alabama A&M to be, a little bit more competitive. I want to see my team in adversity. This is adversity right here.
First and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Some pretty serious adversity too. That receiver was wide open. That man was gone. Was that a tight end run?
Gain of 4 on the play.
I choked myself up there looking at that. That was a tight end run. Whoever sends their tight end on a run is bold. And the tackles are putting in the work.
1 yard loss on the play.
Tackles, left ends, right ends, outside linebackers, all of them. They're doing all the work. Get that interception. Saw it coming. Now don't give us a penalty now with this celebration. Come on. Don't give us a penalty. Get off the field. Get off the field. Get off the field. Thank you. They have thrown a ton of interceptions when they get down here to the red zone. And it's a wonder how my team is actually doing pretty well right now. It's the first season, so I know you guys probably were expecting me to like really test the team to see how good we could be. But I honestly, with us having to be in the conference that we're in, there is no time like the present to kind of see what we should be working with when we go against like talent. We're going to go hurry up offense here for the last minute of the game. Small audible here. Gonna keep it on the ground though. All right, that's our first timeout. Okay, I thought it was a timeout that we called. Apparently not. No big deal. We'll go with slot outs, and then we'll go up to start spiking the ball.
18-yard line.
Guess my PS4's share button is not working.
The pass ball's incomplete.
I mean, if it's an incomplete pass, might as well just go ahead and do hurry up offense. That was a good pass in my opinion. Felt like it should have definitely been there, but whatever.
Incomplete pass.
Tried to hit Nick Hall on that one.
On the coverage.
We're gonna do a play action wide receiver in route. We gotta get across the first down marker here.
The pass ball's incomplete.
We didn't do it. That's fine. That's our first 3 and out of the game. We are going to get the ball back for the second half. That's a good little punt there and forcing them to do a fair catch.
Fair catch made at at the 42-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
I mean, if I was Alabama A&M and I've given up the ball 4 times via interception, I wouldn't try to pass, but I'm not their coach.
Timeout called by the offense.
Okay. They call timeout, guys.
First and 10.
They're going to try to march it down the field here with 13 seconds left. Well, that was one heck of a sack. And a little bit of holding too, I might add, but holding doesn't work for work against us, I guess. Work for us. Whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to say. We were held, but we still got the sack. There we go. And that's the end of the first half. We're up 21-0. Starting the second half here, and they kicked it right to Nick Hall, who's already having a good game. And Nick decided to just run right into people. Okay. I think we'll go with the run for a while, eat up some more time on this clock, and move forward from there. Because honestly, Alabama A&M is doing okay, but we don't want to give them any opportunities. Come on, Parker, get out of that. A fullback fake halfback toss.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
So we're going to toss it to the halfback while faking it to the fullback. Maybe that will work. Worked a little too well. He's gone. Get in there, Parker.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man was gone. And the team got a little bit of motivation. Y'all would have thought I was joking if I would have told y'all that I actually had no intentions of having that man score. I didn't expect the defense to cheat that far over to the fullback when I pitched it out to the halfback. They were caught literally flat-footed. I saw guys sliding on the grass trying to get back going the right way. And we got another sack. Nah. Oh, QB7 got hurt, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, man. You were the number 1 quarterback for my team. So QB number 7 has been replaced with QB number 9, while halfback number 5 is still out there. It's like a freaking mouth or water soup, or I don't know, number soup. A lot going on down there. I think for the fourth quarter, we'll put in our second string offense, defense. Because again, these games, like the first 3 games, should really be seen as tune-ups for our whole squad. And I think it would be good to have everybody out there at least once to kind of get that game day experience, even if it is for cleanup duty.
3rd and 11. Ball on the 44-yard line. Number 12 on the reception. 7-yard gain on the play.
That guy got leveled.
4. Ball on the 49-yard line. Yard punt, returned for a gain of 4 yards.
All right, let's try not to score immediately.
Bulldogs take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Number 98 with the tackle. 1 yard loss on the play.
Oh, they make sure I didn't score immediately. That man was already in the backfield before the backfield was in the backfield.
23 yards.
Get it? Oh well. Another play. We ride. We're doing good. Yo, what?
Number 98 makes the stop. Loss of 2 on the play.
Okay. You know what? Number 98 trying to make me shut my mouth.
3rd and 13.
One man to beat. You know, I'm tempted. We got a big lead, guys, right? What if we first of all go with a halfbacks up, get our main halfback out, and what if we just kind of go for it?
4th and 2.
What's the worst that can happen?
32-yard line.
I mean, besides obviously giving the ball up, but we're gonna wind up kicking it to him anyway. So let's go for it. Yeah.
Turnover on down.
I feel like my quarterback could have pitched that ball and got it, but it's okay. We tried it. It didn't work. Now Alabama A&M has a little bit better field position, but I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to keep the possession as long as possible. We failed. Alabama A&M's ball.
Number 5, the ball carrier. 11-yard gain on the play.
I mean, honestly, the game is still in our hands. Alabama A&M would need to score a lot more and even faster than what they're already doing or trying to do. I have no true concerns that they'll make a comeback, even when I gave them the ball.
5 on the run. 1 yard loss on the play.
Oh, look at that freshman get in there for that tackle. I almost didn't recognize him. I believe that's a true freshman, too. So that's the end of the third quarter. And just like I said, we're going to go ahead and make a switch defensively and offensively to bring in our second stringers.
Ball on the 22.
All right. All of our second stringers are in. This game has surprisingly been a cakewalk against Alabama A&M.
Incomplete pass. Number 87, the intended receiver on the play.
So since we don't have enough players for some of our positions, I just realized that some of our corners are also wide receivers on the offense during their daytime. So this is kind of funny to see some of my corners playing as wide receivers and some of my wide receivers becoming corners. Hopefully this means that they'll get, better hands.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 5, the intended receiver on the play.
They're going to go for it. I'm actually impressed. Alabama A&M is going to try to go for it here on 4th and 11,
Ball on the 22.
2 yards out from the red zone. They're going to attempt to try to make something of this drive. Oh, they made an interception. I think that's the 5th interception for that quarterback, if that is quarterback 7. Oh, yeah, that's QB 7. He's back. Threw it right to my defender. Well, with the backups in, no time on the president to try out our quarterback.
At the 16-yard line. 1st and 10.
I was going to ask you, where are you throwing the ball to? But I'm actually mildly impressed that that catch actually happened.
1st and 10.
That was a good catch.
Number 28 on the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
What I'm noticing is that Cottrell actually has a pocket presence issue where he likes to move around a lot compared to our starting quarterback. Finds Flanagan again. Quarterback is cooking. Makes me really jealous that I'm not the one throwing the ball for real. Okay. Got another pass play lined up for my team. Not sure why he threw it short. Could have definitely thrown it to the tight end over the middle, but
Gain of 4 on the play.
4 yards, not bad. My players to remember not to run out of bounds. We're trying to get up out of here. We got to get up out of Alabama. We don't want to stay here.
Number 28 on the run. No gain on the play.
I'm going to refrain from what I wanted to say about that run, but that was probably one of the more pathetic runs I think we've seen so far today.
3rd and 6. Incomplete pass. Number 23 on the coverage.
Once again, still in 4th down territory, in my opinion. We have the win pretty much up. Why not? And this gives me a chance to really see what my players can do.
49-yard line.
Your back is up against the wall. Make something happen of yourself. Or get the ball intercepted.
Number 30 on the interception.
Either way it goes, I mean, that's basically the length of the punt. So, if anything, we punted it to him. It was just a thrown interception. Also proves to me that I can't really trust Cottrell too much to make those precision type passes.
Will start the drive at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Number 82 makes the reception. 5-yard gain on the play.
My next question is what is Alabama A&M going to do?
2nd and 5. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Okay, rush up the middle.
Number 5, the ball carrier. 13-yard gain on the play.
It's got to be a penalty, right? No? No flag? Okay. I guess it's because he didn't spike the ball as hard as some people do.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Time of possession was 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Not bad.
Number 28 with the reception. 7-yard gain on the play.
I don't like how I see the little momentum bar kind of emptying on our side because Alabama A&M is getting a little bit of momentum here. But again, end of the game, 28. We're up 28-0. We've intercepted the ball more than a little.
The pass ball's incomplete. Number 87, the intended receiver on the play.
I'm honestly not too concerned about anything happening, especially with the fact that it's like a minute 16 left. Oh, hey, our running back was our player of the game.
Incomplete pass. Number 12, the intended receiver on the play.
Just so they don't get any ideas, we're just going to block this punt.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
That's what we're going to set up to do. Block the whole punt.
32-yard punt. Return for a
Oh,
3 yards.
the fans are leaving, guys. Okay, let's finish this off the right way. We're just going to run the ball,
South Carolina State
and then
will start the drive.
we'll probably just hold the ball
First and 10.
and snap at the last second.
Number 28 on the carry. 1 yard gain on the play. Second and 9. Number 28, the ball carrier. 5-yard gain on the play. Third and 4.
You know, we haven't converted many third downs today. 1 of 4, which is not bad in the slightest. Get another rush going, and that will be it. That's the game.
28 with the carry. 9-yard gain on the play.
All right, so not bad for the first game of the season for us. Finishing up 28-0 over Alabama A&M.
Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.
All things considered, good game. I definitely feel like we could have probably scored more, but after we changed most of our schedule, I think it was fine. See you guys back in Orangeburg. Week 1 is in the books officially. We're 1-0. And according to the coaching stuff for recruiting, we've dropped on some people's radars. We've gone up on others. Jared trimmed the list for Jared Avery here, and we're still on it. But Louisville is courting him hard. So everybody's kind of trimmed their schools down. Top 8s are still in play. Nothing that we need to worry about doing there. And we do not have a player promise to make at this exact moment. That is good. I realized in my negligence, I did not tell you guys what the stats were for the end of the game. For those of you who are stat heads, I'm a stat head and I completely just bypassed it. And I apologize. So once they're done compiling all the stats for all of NCAA, I'll be able to tell you guys. So Joseph Wilson finished really well, 4 of 8, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Nothing too impressive. Ben Parker had 119 yards on 13 receptions. Again, nothing impressive. Nick Hall Jr., true junior, with 82 yards and 1 touchdown. Tackling wasn't that crazy. We did get a few INTs on the day. Actually, 5 people got INTs because each one had 1. So we had a few corners get the ball, and both of our free safeties and both of our safeties got the ball as well. True freshman Rodney Hooper got the ball into his hands as well. So we done pretty well for the first game. Not too shabby. If you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one, where again, I am not allowed to play, just talk. See you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.